Hey, Ray Brem here. Today I want to accomplish two things with this quick video, and the first one is to convince you without a doubt that you have the potential to become a best-selling author. The second thing is I want to obliterate this myth that you got to do all these hundreds of things to become a best-selling author. See, most of the gurus out there like to pad their books and everything with all these lists of things to do, and I like to just teach you the little things and make it easy for you. You see, all the gurus out there, they'll teach you all these things to do. And I figured out you don't need to do all that stuff. In fact, it will waste your time and it'll sometimes sabotage your launch. Because you really only have to do 3 things to become a bestseller. And those 3 things follow right along the lines of what Amazon does to rank you as a bestseller. The first one is social proof, i.e. reviews. You've got to have reviews. Amazon takes it into account, and so do other readers, right? So if people see that you've got some good reviews out there, they're more inclined to buy your book. And when people buy your book, of course, that helps more sales, and it just dominoes into bestseller. But Amazon also takes that into account too. And a lot of the other advertisers want you to have reviews out there, so you've got to go out and get reviews. And one of the ways I do that is I create a launch team, but I divide the launch team into 3 categories. The first one is these are higher end authors that have bestseller books or they're experts in my topic that I'm writing the book on, and I go out and get editorial reviews from them. And you'll see those in your Amazon book page. You'll see editorial reviews and people with some strength of social proof themselves saying that your book is good. The other thing I do is I go get other authors, so I get the next tier and I get other authors to review my book and give honest reviews. And then I go out to readers and do that. And there's a little bit more to it, but that's exactly what I do is I divide into 3 tiers and I talk to them differently. And I try not to, editorial reviews, I try not to waste their time at all except one quick review from them. The other 2 tiers, they're going to help me with the launch and give me reviews when the book gets out there. The second piece of the puzzle, it's the Amazon bestsellers rank. So if you go down a little bit down the page on your book page, you'll see what your rank is among the millions of books out on Amazon. Okay? And so that tells you how well you're doing in sales and so forth. Now, this Amazon bestsellers rank also is used to compare you to other books in the categories you've selected for your book. And this is one of the critical things that authors mess up all the time is selecting the right categories and determining which ones are competitive and fit your book. So that's one of the key pieces to the puzzle is selecting the categories and getting a high bestseller rank. Now the third piece of the puzzle is sales, because that's what drives our bestseller rank up, right? So we need sales, of course, to become a bestseller. And this is where I differ from a lot of the gurus out there, because they go from the idea that more is better, and I go from the perspective that less is more. And if you can focus on just simple things and not get caught up trying to advertise in 100 different places, you're going to do much better. In fact, almost always I only advertise in 3 places. They're my 3 go-to places, and they're not Amazon. And I love Amazon, and I use their ads sometimes too, but I don't use them generally for a bestseller. It's much easier, and there are places that are much better to get readers to buy your book. The other thing about it is most gurus will have you running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to run promos on 100 different sites, and each one of these sites might just do 1 or 2 downloads. Well, I'm not getting out of bed for 1 or 2 downloads. I don't want to do anything unless I can get 50 sales or more from any source. So those are the 3 things that I want you to keep your mind on is you've got to just focus on the simple stuff and not get caught up with volumes and pages of ideas and websites with links to 100 free promo sites and all this stuff. Don't do it. Now, I could go on in more detail, and I have in my Bestseller University course or with my private coaching clients, but I won't here because I put it all in a book for you. Now, before you hit pause, the book is only 99 cents for the next week during the pre-order period. So you might be asking, what is the catch, right? There is no catch. Here's what happens. I've got a lot of people, readers, I can't help everybody one-on-one. So I'm sharing this information with you, and it's only 99 cents for the next 7 days. But occasionally, a few people are going to say, yeah, that's great, it's only 99 cents, but can you just do it for me? Well, those are people who become my clients, so that's great too. So I can help people directly, as a couple clients who want it done for them, and everybody else can just learn the process and they don't have to go through mounds of papers and multiple books. This book will tell you how to do it. Also, inside the book is a downloadable interactive checklist. So that helps you do every single step that I ask you to do. It gives you links to the places I ask you to go, to the accounts I tell you to set up, and so forth, and just maps out directly what you got to do to make your book a bestseller. This book contains thousands of dollars of information, and it's available for 99 cents for the next 7 days. I can't think of a better deal than that. It's got all the information. It's got the exact process I use for myself and for my clients, and I just want to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to go out and become a bestseller yourself. Just follow the link above or below or wherever I put it. Go grab the book now for 99 cents, and I'll see you on the other side of Bestseller.